Hey YouTube, I'm just doing a video with my son tonight, and it's going to be 9 cool questions that you ask your kids. So, are you ready, Braylon?
Yes, so I'm really ready.
Okay. So, number 1, what do you know how to do? What it says, what do you know how to do that you can teach others?
I would say ride a bike and ride a scooter.
Because you ride your scooter fast. Tell them.
Yeah, and I do all my moves on my scooter. I like come back and go really fast, and that's like want me to teach others how to do their stuff too.
Good. Give me 5. Good job. Now, number 2 question: If you could be a sound, is okay. Number 2 is if you could be a sound, what would that sound be? I mean, if you could be a sound, if you could be a sound, what would it be? What would the sound be if you could be a sound? No, what did you tell me earlier about a motorcycle? If you could be a sound, what would that sound be? What type of sound would you want to sound like? No, what type of sound would you want to sound like?
Like it's a bus.
You want to be a bus sound?
Yeah.
I thought you said you wanted to be a motorcycle sound. Which one you want to do?
I think I'll do the bus sound.
So if you wanted to be a sound, you would be a sound of a bus?
Yeah, because I love buses.
Okay, so that was number 2.
Yes,
Number
I got
3.
2 points.
What is the funniest thing that you... Okay, what is the funniest thing that ever happened to you today? It says, what is the funniest thing that ever happened to you? What was the funniest thing that ever happened to you?
Because I fell on the ice.
When it snowed recently, when we had a snowstorm? Oh my God, so that was the funniest thing? Mommy didn't laugh at you. I fell too, Braylon.
I fell on the ice really hard. I almost fell on my face.
Oh God, I now want you to fall on your face.
I almost fell
So
on
that
my
was number 3. What is the funniest thing that ever happened to you? Number 4. What do you think your life will be in the future?
Happy.
Yeah, it's like, what do you want to do? You want to go to college?
I'll say I want to go to college.
When you go to college, what would you want to study in college?
I want to study books.
Books? Like what type of books? What type of major would you want to major in college? Like, would you want to do like computer science?
No, this one.
Or would you want to do like
I want to do computer science.
You want to do science?
Yeah.
When you get in school, you're gonna have to take science classes. But they have like computer science classes.
What is
they
that?
have
What is that?
You can go to school to be a doctor.
I want doctor.
A lawyer.
I love lawyers.
You wouldn't want to be a doctor so you could help people?
Yeah, then I want to be a lawyer.
Your name could be Dr. Braylon.
Because my name is Braylon.
Yes. You're right. Okay, so that was number 4. What do you think your life will be in the future? So that was number 4.
Wait.
Okay. On to number 5 question. What is the most wonderful thing that ever happened to you? What is the most wonderful thing that ever happened to you in your life?
I would say
That means like what happened to you good in your life? Like what was the most wonderful thing that ever happened to you?
It happened to me like if I had a good dream.
Okay. And then you had people loving you and being kind to you. You know, angels in your life of good people. So do you think what is more of the wonderful things that have happened to you? What is the most wonderful thing that ever happened to you?
The wonderful thing that's ever happened to me is
that means good things that ever happened to you.
The good things that happened to me.
Wait, sit in your chair, baby. Sit back in your chair.
The good thing ever happened to me was like when I got in the count 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point.
Yeah, we're on number 5 now.
Yeah, so I got 5.
Ding.
Okay, so I mean, the most thing that happened to me.
I'm like, you got a lot of nice presents like for Christmas, but I know that's not the only thing. And then you got stuff for your birthday, which that's not the most wonderful thing that ever happened to you. That's not the most wonderful thing that ever happened to you. What are good things that ever happened to you in your life? What do you feel that's happened good in your life since from like the 5 years you've been on Earth?
I would say I wonderful my life.
You could say good, wonderful things that happened to you, like with you being able to live from day to day.
Let me show you what's the wonderful thing I ever had.
And God waking you up to see another day.
Yeah.
That's wonderful things that could have happened to you.
I think I'm getting over knowing very quick.
Okay. Well, I'll just do number 6. We'll go to number 6.
No, I don't want to cheat.
Who is your favorite? Wait.
Can we go back to 5?
No, we're going to do 6 now, baby. Who is your best friend and why? Who is your best friend? Who is your best friend? Mommy's your best friend. And who else is your best friend? I know you have other best friends. Who are your friends? You had friends when you were in school. You don't get to see them now because you're not in school right now. But did you have friends when you were in school? Do you remember some of their names? What are their names? Talk to the camera. Sit up and what were their names in school? Do you remember one friend name that was in your school? Or no? What was one of your friends' names at school? I think one of your friends was named Kabuchi. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Kabuchi?
Yeah, and who was another friend in your school? You don't remember? And why was Kabuchi your best friend?
I had one more best friend.
What was his name? His or her name? Why was Kabuchi your best friend?
I had another friend.
Was that a girl? Or was it a boy? Was that a boy or a girl?
That was not a girl.
Was it a boy?
Yes.
Okay, so why was he your best friend?
Because he used to play with blocks.
Say it to the camera. He used to play with what?
Blocks, because I love blocks a lot. So I'd be in the block section with him.
Okay. That's cool. Give me a 5. Good job, Boo. And then that was number 6. So number 7, if you could choose a new name for yourself, what would it be? If you could choose a new name for yourself, what would that name be?
It would be like...
What would be a name that you could choose for yourself?
I would say...
That's number 7.
I would say, can we...
It says if you could choose a new name for yourself, what would it be and why? What new name would you choose for yourself rather than Braylon? Like your name is Braylon right now. No, like okay. What new name would you choose for yourself rather than people calling you Braylon every day? What new name would you want to say go by? Or
Lon.
Huh?
Lon.
Who?
Lon.
Lon. Stop being goofy. What new name would you want? It says if you could choose, if you could choose a new name for yourself, what would it be and why?
I would say...
What would you want your new name to be if you could choose a new name?
Brian.
Who? Brian? And why would you want to be named? Why would you want your name to be Brian?